field tested by myself and Deputy Dashenko for methamphetamine. Item 3, clear plastic baggie containing a crystal substance field tested positive for methamphetamine located in this Mercedes sedan. Item 4, clear plastic baggie containing a crystal white substance field tested by myself and Deputy Dashenko for positive for methamphetamine located in the silver sedan. Item 5, clear plastic baggie containing a white crystal substance field tested positive for methamphetamine by myself and Deputy Dashenko located in the gray sedan. Item 6.
Now, let me stop you a second. You say gray sedan and silver sedan. Are we talking about the same
Yes,
vehicle?
sir. The Mercedes.
Same vehicle?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Item 6, 2 baggies of marijuana located in the sedan. Item 7, 4 clear glass pipes. Item 8, 1 green notebook. Item 9, 12 clear 1-quart bags located in the sedan. Item 10, 1 digital scale located in the gray sedan. Item 11, large quantity of 1-inch baggies located in the sedan. Item 12, U.S. currency total, $421. Denominations, 11 $1 bills, 4 $5 bills, 3 $10 bills, 13 $20 bills, 2 $50 bills located on the suspect.
All right, thank you, sir. Nothing further at this witness at this time, Your Honor.
Thank you. Ms. LaPen?
2 questions. Deputy, again, you didn't count the money, so you didn't tell any of your other colleagues how much money was there before the search of the vehicle.
I did not give anyone the direct amount. I believe I said there was a large quantity in his pocket when I handed it to Deputy Calhoun, which he also was able to feel was, which a reasonable person would believe was a large quantity of U.S. currency.
You told that to Deputy Calhoun?
Yep, right before I believe so, right before he put it on the hood of his vehicle.
Not to Deputy Money, though, right?
To the best of my recollection, it was to Deputy Calhoun.
Okay. And when you were on the driver's side of the vehicle, you did not see any evidence in plain view?
At that point in time, I was more concerned with...
I'm just asking you.
No, I didn't. My eyes were focused once I got up to the vehicle and the suspect, Mr. Rochevich, was reaching over. My attention, and was focused on him, and I only kept my eyes on him at that time.
So?
No, I did not see anything else on the passenger seat, but I also did not look.
Thank you.
Mr. Robinson, anything else?
Was Deputy Money in earshot of you I mean, how far away was he from you when you found the money and said what you had found?
All of us, I believe, were within 10 feet of each other.
Okay, thank you. No further questions.
Nothing further.
Okay. Sir, at the time the car was searched, you had not actually counted the money?
Correct.
Okay. But you testified that you believed it to be a large amount?
Yes, because it was, as I listed, there was a large amount of bills there.
Okay. So is that based on your experience as a police officer?
My experience as a police officer and a 37-year-old.
Okay. And then you talked about, as you approached the car, he was leaning over the console, and you were worried that...
I had no idea what he was reaching for,
Okay.
and what could have possibility of it being a firearm.
Okay. Were you able to see as he reached over whether he had anything in his hand then, or whether
I
it
was, no, I
empty?
did not.
Okay.
All I saw was, if you're looking over from there, all I saw was basically this.
A reach, okay. Okay, thank you, sir. Counsel, did you have any questions in light of mine?
Your Honor, thank you. So, as a police officer, large sum of money, any significance to you?
Yes, I've arrested countless people over the years, and typically when I have arrested people, they don't carry it, regardless of the denominations, that large amount of money on them. Usually it's $5 or $6, $20 at the most, and if they are carrying a large quantity, it's in a wallet. And through my training and experience, people that carry large amounts of money, and they're typically involved in narcotics trafficking.
Thank you. No further questions.
You obviously do not search everyone's person that you come into contact with in traffic stops, right?
Correct. I testified to I've arrested people, and that is when I search people.
Okay. And you stop, you perform traffic stops on probably more people than you arrest, right?
Yeah, that is correct.
Okay, so you don't know how much people carry on their person normally, right?
I can only speak for the searches that I've carried out.
Thank you.
Mr. Robinson?
This money was found specifically, it was not in a wallet?
No,
It was, where was it at?
one of the front pockets of his pants.
Of his pants, okay. Just stuffed in there.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Nothing further.
Thank you, sir.
No problem. Thank you, ma'am.
Mr. Robinson?
Jason Money, please.
Sir, if you raise your right hand, do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give in this cause will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Thank you. Please have a seat, and when you're comfortable, I'll have you state your full name and spell your last, and you can remove your mask.
Jason Money, Mohney.
Thank you. Mr. Robinson?
Thank you, Your Honor. And how are you employed?
I'm employed by the Van Buren County Sheriff's Department, sir.
And are you a deputy?
Yes, sir.
And how long have you been a police officer?
I've been a police officer 20 years in August.
And Deputy Money, were you involved in the apprehension of Tyler Oreskovich on or about March 1st, 2021?
Yes, sir.
And did you go to a residence on N43 with Deputy Calhoun and Deputy Orr?
Yes, sir.
And when you got there, what did you specifically do?
When I arrived, I pulled onto the east side of the residence because at that time, we were not aware that he was in the car yet. So I started going around the east side of the residence.
Okay. When did you become aware that he was there in a car?
I heard Deputy Calhoun come over the radio and say that he was in the driveway in a car.
All right. So then, did you move your car or just get out of your car and come on foot?
I responded on foot, sir.
Okay. And when you got there to where you could see Mr. Oreskovich, was he in his vehicle or out of his vehicle?
He was still inside the car, looking downward towards the passenger seat.
Okay. And was he moving at all?
It did appear that he was jostling something in the vehicle.
Were you there before he? Where were Deputy Calhoun's? Where was Deputy Calhoun's car in relation to Oreskovich's car when you first saw Oreskovich? Was Deputy Calhoun's car right up against Oreskovich at that point, or was it a little ways away?
Deputy Calhoun, yes, had almost, pinned him against the garage.
Okay. So you didn't see Mr. Oreskovich try to drive his car?
No, I did hear the vehicle shifting and revving of the engine.
Okay. Do you remember whether Mr. Oreskovich's vehicle had its lights on or not?
I do not recall, sir.
Okay. Were you in a uniform like you are today?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Were commands being given to Mr. Oreskovich?
Yes, by Deputy Orr.
Okay. And what were the commands?
The commands were for him to put his hands up and to get out of the vehicle.
Did he make any movements besides that before? In other words, after getting a command, did he make any movements besides putting his hands up?
No, he picked his head straight up and then placed his hands in the air.
Okay. Were you present when Deputy Orr, was it Deputy Orr that searched Mr. Oreskovich?
Yes, sir.
Were you present for that?
Yes, I was standing right next to Deputy Orr as they were kneeling on the ground.
Did you see Deputy Orr find anything on Mr. Oreskovich?
Yes, there was a large wad of cash that he took out of his pocket.